Hello, welcome to McDonald's Arts and Crafts, and what I've got today to show you is these little pot moulds. And these are designed for planting up succulents and things. Now, I didn't get this sent to me. This was something I purchased myself, and it wasn't expensive at all. I will link it in the description below. It's actually designed for making little concrete pots, but I think it would be brilliant to make some resin pots with as well. One of the glitters has leaked in here, but I'm not too worried about that. I'll just wipe that off with a baby wipe. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get some sticks, and you get some great little files if you're going to be using them for concrete. But I'm not. I may do on my other channel. And you also get some mixing sticks and some silicone measuring pots, which are always really useful. So I'm going to do some different types of pots with these and see what they come out like, and then probably plant them up with some succulents and give them to people as additional little gifts around the holiday time or Christmas. Well, I've got everything ready now, and this sticker, as you can see, is quite easy to bend in. And what I must make sure is, which I don't often remember to do, is it needs to go in upside down, because if not, when I turn it out, the bottom is the top, and it will be upside down in the writing. So it bends quite nice and easily, and all I did was seal this piece of paper with some sellotape over the top of it, pushing it right in. And then when I filled these pots, what I found was it was easier to fill them, put a little bit in like this, and then open up the sides and let it pour down the sides under its own steam. Take a stick, and then any bubbles that I could see or spaces where there wasn't any resin, then I was pushing that into those areas gently. And when these turn out, as you'll see, they do turn out quite perfectly without any bubbles or missing bits, because there were bubbles. So once I'm happy with doing that, then I top it up again, and that fills up the actual pot right to the bottom or top, whichever one you want to say it is. I've wiggled it in again a little bit, and obviously I will do some squidgy widgy in on these, because without the squidgy widgy in, you will get some trap bubbles. So tapping it slightly and then moving it off to one side. Now this one, this is where I use up some hearts. Now if ever I have any resin left over in the bottom of a pot, I never waste it. I always put it in a heart mould or something similar, and then I put them in a pot, and when I want to use them, they're there, and it's great. So I'm pushing these around randomly, because I have no real idea of what pattern I want to use. I just know I want to have the hearts in them. Because I've put the resin in first, these hearts will be nicely encapsulated in that resin. It did distort the mould a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that. Now, of course, my lovely glitter. Do love me glitter. Glitter, 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 glitter. Giving that a good stir in. And this is a fine glitter, and I will link this in the description below, along with everything else that I've used in this video today. And again, this is a mould that has several sides, so this was quite easy to fill up. I would like to say a quick thank you to all my members whose names are coming up now. And if you'd like to benefit from the perks of being a member, which includes a Facebook group, live streams, early access to information, oh, it's great. We have a lovely community. Then the link for that is in the description below. So opening up all these sides and then just allowing the resin to run down. Oh, look at that glitter, isn't it pretty? Why is it? I think I must have been a magpie in my previous life or something, because I just love the glitter. So after giving that a little bit of a squidgy widgy, I put it to one side. Now this is my favourite one, and it does still remain my favourite one. I love doing this technique, and that's where you've got 2 mica powders mixed up, you pour them at the same time, and it gives you a lovely distinct line. But be careful when you're doing this one, don't over squidgy widgy it or move it around, because it will mix the resins up a little bit more, and then you will lose that line. I go over them with a long neck lighter, and then I leave them for 5 minutes and go over them again. And this one is one that I'm making, and it actually is a little gift for my mum, because she loves dried flowers and things. And when you see me plant it up, you'll see why. And it does come out beautiful. So again, filling it in the same technique I used before with all of these moulds, because they are quite tight around the edges, but that is actually a good thing. And then using my tweezers, because the resin's in there, the dried flowers slide in there nice and easily without breaking the flowers. And also, they allow you to prevent any bubbles in there. Now, I will link at the end of this video, so make sure to check that one out. How I dry my flowers and how I press my flowers. There's a video on that. It really does save you lots of money, and you can just take them out of your garden or other people's gardens if they don't mind. Press them and dry them and then use them in your resin. It works really, really well. So check that video out at the end. So once I'm happy with the placement of the flowers, I think it's time to pop a few leaves in. And I love pressing leaves because they are so useful for things. And if you press them, then they don't curl up when you're drying them. And then fill in again this one with the same method I've used in the previous ones, allowing that resin to run down the sides. And then it will again prevent you getting any bubbles. Now with this one you can do a little bit more squidgy widgy in because it's not going to affect it and get rid of the bubbles. And as you can see, some bubbles were trapped around the rim on that one and now they're popping out. And then what I'll do is I'll leave these to cure up for 24 hours. Well, these pots have all cured up now and I think that one's going to be my favourite. So I'm going to leave that one till last. Let's have a quick look at how they've come out. This is the one where I put the little sticker in that I made. I just hand drew it on a piece of cardboard and it just says happy. Oh, and that's come out really, really well. I like that. I should have pushed it a little bit further down, but it doesn't matter. I think that's come out nice. Nice little size pot as well. This is the one that I put the dried flowers in, going all the way around. Oh, and they come out of these ever so easily. I'm going to also, on my other channel, make some out of concrete. So check out my other channel. The link for that is in the description below. It's all arts and crafts, different arts and crafts. And I love how that's come out too. Let's move these out the way so you can get a better view of it. Oh, that's really pretty. I like that with the little flowers on. This is the one where I use the extra parts that I have. If ever I have any resin left over, I normally put it in a heart mould because I do find that I can use those hearts up quite easily. And I just push them in, really a bit random. Oh, look, and they've come out nice. And don't forget, if these are filled with soil, they're going to look a little bit different. This is the glitter one, because you can never have enough glitter. Oh, and I like that one too. That's come out really well. Sparkly, sparkly. And this is I think is going to be my favourite one. This is with the two different mica powders that I poured together so that they create this line. Oh, and look how pretty that is. Yeah, I do definitely like that. That is my favourite. Love those colours. Don't know what colours they are, but I love them together. I've been growing this little succulent from a leaf, and I want to give it to my mum, just as a little gift. So I'm going to pop it into the flowery one because my mum loves dried flowers, and then drop that off to her later as a little gift. All I have to do is put that in there like that as a little succulent. And these succulents are really easy to grow. There's the leaf it grew from. All you do is you break a leaf off, plant it in the dirt, and a few weeks later you've got another plant. A nice little succulent plant to give to somebody. These could also be really useful for giving as little gifts to teachers and things like that. And for using up any leftover resin that you've got as well. I love these moulds. I think they're great. Great value. I'll link everything in the description below, so don't worry. So if you want to get hold of these moulds, you can. Please check out the video that's coming up next. I think that you'll really enjoy that video. Please boot that like button if you'd like me to make more videos similar to this. It really does help and lets me know what people like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Take care. Enjoy your resin. Bye.